Hello, hello, hello. So, welcome back to Blue Wolf Cast. I am your host, friend, family member, spouse, whatever you want me to be. I am that. Um, so today's video, I had a great idea. So, if anyone who's been watching my channel, I've been just kind of posting what comes to mind. I've been posting. First, how are you all? Comment below and let me know how you all are today. Today is August 6th, 2024. 7:07. Okay? I'll be sipping on my kid size raspberry tea. Okay? I had breakfast earlier and I had an extra one. I typically order 2 of the kids' meals because I like to have options and they're smaller portions and they come with like these side of drinks. It's a great bargain. So while I keep putting my hands up, I guess I'll show you my nails. I've never had rhinestones before. So they put some Swarovskis on me. I wanted just a polish. Like I love the polish, and when they got done with the polish, they said, "Let's put some diamonds on you." And I was like, okay, I'm here for it. So I'm actually liking it. I thought it was gonna be very like gory, but it's actually very soft still. So I'm really happy with how it came out. Gorgeous. So back to what I was saying. If you've been watching my previous videos, I've been posting videos of me unboxing dolls, reviewing dolls, and so on and so forth. But I haven't really done I've done unboxing from like the shipping boxes, like revealing it. But I never really, I don't want to say I did unbox a doll. And I was like, how do I go about unboxing these dolls? Because I have some dolls I want to keep in box, and some dolls I'm like, I want them out of box. And the ones that scream to me to be out of box because they come with a pre inserted stand, as you see right here, is the Barbie Extra Minis. And I'm not selling this doll anytime soon. And I'm an adult collector, so I'm not worried about the doll getting ruined. And I'm like, you know what? Let me get some of this plastic out of here. Let's just showcase the doll. So I'll be unboxing this pineapple one. See the pineapple and the orange? So this is like creative community. And I thought this was a great one to start off with unboxing because pineapple symbolize community, fellowship. And we have a community we're building here, right? And I had some things I want to discuss. I wanted to talk about something I was thinking about. Like nothing that, by the way, I feel like I need a bra. I just feel like, yeah. Anywho, I feel like there are some things that's been going on. I'm just going to get right into the topic as I unbox, okay? So, yeah, so this is going to be a very much sit down, talking, open discussion video, talking to you all regarding what I have on my mind currently. And I'm going to do my best at coming here before you all with very impactful conversations and very impactful topics. Of course, it's a revolving around my world because this is the world that I house at the moment. So it's only my duties to do that. Okay, I can't really speak on other people's world, so it is going to come from a place of my world. Okay, and maybe some of you all can relate or get you all to think about how this applies to your world as a collective. So as I take a sip, what I have in mind and what came to mind earlier today. Okay, it's okay for me to start unboxing. Oh, I don't know why it hurts me to like unbox this. I don't know. It's so strange, but I have to be careful because my nails, like all of my people who get their nails done and wear longer nails in jewels and stuff, you already know. Like, look at these. I just can't get over it. It's giving very much Little Mermaid. Ah, siren. Um, Anywho, back to the topic of the day. So, as I unbox this, and I will show you the dial too once it's unboxed. I'm looking forward to this sound not being too, like, of the unboxing being too distracting during me talking. But I usually watch DAO unboxings and they usually don't be that distracting. So I think we'll be good for that. Yeah, I just shampooed my hair so my hair looks so much better than my previous video I've been doing. I literally been coming on here not shave, no makeup, just very raw. So check out my previous videos and subscribe. It's been 4 days since I post my last video and this coming up tonight. So I think that's pretty good, you know, pretty consistent if you say. It would be ideal for me to post every day. It just don't seem to happen that way all the time. So yeah. Anywho, um, oh, I just thought about it. When I was going on my trip, I did do an unboxing, but I didn't finish the unboxing on camera, so it technically don't count. Um, and that's in my like getting ready to travel vlog. If you want to look on my channel, you'll see it there. I was unboxing the Kylie Jenner Brat style, where I can take the dress for my doll that I most resonate with. Like, do you all see the resemblance? Like, I don't know, I see it. I'm really debating on like deepening her hair up a little bit with a dip dye. I don't know. I just don't know. Because I might color my hair. But back to my topic. Okay. So what I was thinking about when I was driving and just thinking like, there's a lot of things that is I'm ridiculed for. If I really just think about it, in FYI, all these things I'm about to name, I don't hold, okay? I don't hold them as my personal belief. I don't actually use belief in those ways. I really don't use belief at all. It's pointless time use. But everything I'm about to say is not something I harness with, okay? These are things that just I that is bickered around that humans say and people experiences. One thing is, you start from the beginning. Femininity. Being a born male, you are supposed to be a certain way. And I'm pretty sure feminine go through the same thing. But for me, I was naturally drawn to more feminine opposed to more masculine things. And I was deeply ridiculed for doing that by now I'm not gonna say on this camera and say by my family. I really wasn't. There was time my dad would say, "Don't smack your lips like that," when I'm like, or skip, or like do things like he'll like stop me, but not like extremely ridiculed. Just it was like, no, don't do that. And I'm pretty sure feminists be like, "A girl, don't do that," you know. And she's like excited not to do it. Oh yeah, I want to be more lady. That wasn't my experience. Mine was like, why can I do that? You know? Why can't I have a Barbie? You know, things like that. Oh, this doll is so beautiful out of box. Like oh, look at that. Doesn't it just, Barbie? Like I always say, I'm not the hugest Barbies fan, but I must commend the maker of Barbie for creating a fashion doll. It's amazing. Anywho, so it started with that, and I'm like, okay. And then growing up, you know, going into the locker room, not fitting in because, you know, boys are boys, and I'm in there like, oh, I just don't belong in here. I used to sit on the lot because in my middle school, the boys or male locker room was down some stairs. So you in the gym, and then you is one doorway. You go in, and then you walk down these stairs, and then you walk down these stairs to get to, it's like underneath, and you get to the locker room. I used to going down those stairs and turning that corner and being down there. It's like I stepped in an environment that I did not feel how am I about to say deserve to be at. I didn't feel I was meant to be in this space at all. Like, it just did not resonate with me, how they act, how they, it's something about boys and how they, once they all just together and outside of like all other energy, they act a certain way. And the way they was acting was very much very aggressive and very hostile, and I'm pretty sure the other boys was just so excited to be around that environment. Some guys couldn't wait to get to the locker room and cut up and have fun and do. I just did not fit at all. I felt too pretty to be in those spaces. I felt too soft and delicate. Not using those words then, but now I can use those words. I just didn't fit. I felt like I was going to be ridiculed and all of those things. And I'm just like, okay, that's one thing. And then it got to a point where, by the way, I come from a multi-continent family. So in my blood, I have multiple continents. Who those don't know, continent Africa is a continent. North America is a continent. What's another one? Europe is a continent. Like, all these different continents I have in me. So I never experienced like a nationality type of what's the word, ridicule, because I always had that diversity within me in my house. But as I got older, I heard about it, and I'm like, okay, I have that in my blood, so I guess I could be ridiculed for that portion of me in my blood, you know? But I never, like, even as a feminine person, it was just more like I was forced in these spaces where I knew I was gonna be ridiculed. You know, it wasn't like that was like a norm between even the nationality thing, because same nationality can do the same thing to you if you're not masculine enough. Different nationality can do the same thing to you even if you're not masculine enough. Me being born male, right? So that's more, I felt more so, I guess you can say, than the nationality thing. But then you hear about nationality. Remind you, I am not playing victim. I am not playing, that is something I've experienced, as far as like, oh, I adopted this understanding, and I know I'm ridiculed for my nationality. I know I'm ridiculed for my femininity. I'm not saying any of that. All I'm saying is these are things are just, by me being me, ridicule comes with this. And it's interesting, and it's like I'm thinking, like, did I come here to experience this? I think it's a positive thing if you ask me, because when something is, it's like energy. When you fight it so much, it gets stronger. So resist it so much, it gets stronger. That's how I look at energy. So I just feel stronger in that sense, as far as energy wise. Okay, I don't want to like pour her head. Okay. Did I hurt her? Who else unbox dolls and just rip them out like I just did? I'm like, oh, did I break her? Okay, she's fine. Oh, wow. And this is the one, oh my gosh, she feels so good in the hand. She's so flexible. This is the one I kind of wanted to return and get a different one. But you know what? She's fine. She have a little chip lip, as you can see right there. See, it's hard for you all to even see it, so that's why I'm not even gonna really fuss about it. But back to what I'm saying. So we have the nationality, we have the femininity, and now we go into, now I'm knowing, okay, I'm male, I date males. I may or may not do sexual things with males. If you look up definition, same sex, even though the word gay to me is only really, it means happy. But if you use it in a sense of homosexual, I think it means it's only sexual. That's why I never, as I was younger, I told people, oh yeah, I'm bi. Then I told people I was gay, you know, because that's all I knew. I didn't really have this understanding at this point. Now I just think gay is nothing but a sexual term to me. Just like heterosexual is nothing but sexual terms to me, which to me is so not enough to explain someone. But now we have this thing where people looking at who I am with romantically. And now in who I'm open to be with romantically. And now they put this label on me as gay. Gay is ridicule. So now we have femininity, we have nationality, and we have love preference. Or love attraction, right? All those are ridicule. Now we get into where I'm at now is, if you watch my previous videos, I am on HRT. I do not identify as trans. I'm okay if people view me as trans. That's fine. I just don't want to ever get into it because I identify as gay, and then I one time wasn't. Like I noticed it was more just sexual. I don't want any label. No label can explain me. Like my mom say, I'm just being me. And that's what I always move towards, is me. So now we have this femininity. Now we have this transitioning type of thing going on where I am now being more identified as feminine, which comes with she, her, out in public. I'm not telling people to call me this. You know, all of those things. I actually want an X on my license. I don't want to hold the space of womanhood. I don't want to hold the space of female, because obviously that's not a thing. I am born male. My reproduction, my kids are in the freezer because I have the reproduction as a male. I'm proud of that. But I am feminine, and I'm doing the things to make me happy. Not make me happy, that adds to my happiness. In enhancing myself, that feels right to me. Just like a bodybuilder enhance themselves to make them feel right with themselves. Okay? Okay. So call me a bodybuilder. So now we have that where we know in this time, well, maybe you all don't know, but trans people and people who are becoming more of the opposite gender. I don't even use genders at all, to be honest with you. None of that. I don't really care. I'm not that person who present feminine who's like, call me her. You know, if I choose to answer you, if you call me he, and I don't answer, that's on me at that moment. If I answer you, if you call me she, that's on me in that moment. I'm not forcing anything, or not forcing, I'm not directing your perception of me. I'm just living my life. If you perceive me a certain way, cool. If I notice you are trying to be insulting, or what's the word? When someone feel like they do something to kind of remind you, or let me humble you, or if I notice you're attempting to do those things, I might I'm going to take the information and do what I please. If that's me staying away from you, if that's me, you know, inviting you in, whatever I move in that motion is what I do. But I'm never the type to get upset or feel like I got to correct you. That sounds like a job to me, and I'm not applying for that because that I don't work for free in those ways. Look at her, so beautiful. As I just say, I don't use gender terms, and I just say her. See, that's why I don't trip about it, because I use them too. It's whatever I feel in those moments. But she is cute. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Her legs are flexible. Her boots are so cute. Her arms are flexible. Her wrist is not flexible, is it? No, but her arm twist is... This is so nice. Let me put her back on her. Can she hold her back? Oh my gosh, she can. How cute. Let me get her back on her. She's so cute. Okay, now I'm about to hook up her stand. These are her glasses. Oh my god, her glasses. I love that her glasses are like reflections. It's like very reflective. So like if I'm like in here, I can like see myself through them. I mean, she is fab. Okay, let's get her stand together. So yeah, so I was just thinking like, I am really ridiculed from a lot of different angles. Like, you know, and my energy has chosen to come here during this sun and moon. And this is the placement that I'm at, where a lot of ridicule is I don't want to say against me, because everything is for me, but it's definitely, when I say against, like when you sit something against something, right? It's right there at the door, you know? And I'm just like, that is so interesting to me. I want to like ask my mom, like, wow, like what is it like for you to know that, you know, you had a child, a son, because you do call me her son, which I don't care, you know, that's her doings. You know, is ridiculed for living their life. That is all of those things, nationality. I think it's a beautiful thing, because all these things I say is like, only time I would ridicule, whenever I ridicule someone, that's because I knew they had, I used to ridicule trans and think they was, not ridicule them, but I would be like, I don't think they're part of the LGBTQ, because that's not really and I still do feel that way, because I don't feel I'm part of it. I understand how we share similar spaces, but you know, to me that is like more of a identity thing, like a, you know, which I don't even relate to, because I'm not being more feminine for my identity. I'm being more feminine because that's what I choose to present as, you know? Maybe that is identity. Maybe. But I just found that very interesting. Like, wow. Like, wow. Like, I don't, like, it's so normal to me. Like, I don't even know what it's like to be here on this planet and not have ridicules. You know, like, yeah, you can have ridicule, you didn't finish college. Yeah, you can, but that's something you like. But it's not, I think everyone has their, I'm not going to sit here and say everyone, there's people on this planet that don't have any ridicule. I think anybody can be ridiculed for anything. I just feel like, though, there's a lot of things that I'm naturally who I am that I'm ridiculed for. You know, it's like, I wouldn't say, you know, because I do feel everything is a choice. You know, I do have a choice to do something and not do something. But me not doing something requires it affects my joy, it affects my happiness, it affects my peace, it affects my, productivity, my progressiveness. So I don't, and I'm pretty sure there's but a lot of those things that I do resonate with, I'm putting her on the stand. I'm gonna show you all in a minute. A lot of those things that I do, oh, don't break it now. That I do resonate with is ridiculed. And I'm like, they had got some good turning action. It would be nice if they had go up or down. And I heard someone else mention it. It goes down a little bit, but not much. That's my only concern with these dials. But besides that, they are fab. Fab, 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 fab. So that's that. But yes, wrap this video up and with a conclusion of all we just said. I suppose we all can be ridiculed for the things that brings us, that adds to our joy or to continue. Let me add this, because I don't like to say that I'm without anything. So when I say add joy, that makes me feel like I'm without joy, and only joy comes from this action, and that's not the case. Me being feminine does not bring me my joy. Let me say that I am of joy. I mean, no. Joy is of me. Let me say that again. Joy, happiness, mindfulness is of me. I am not of it. So I don't need to outsource any of it to have it. Okay? Next, little attitude. Next, I do feel that all of us who continue to enjoy can be ridiculed for what they continue to enjoy, no matter which route you go. I can ridicule the ridiculer. Let me repeat that. I can ridicule the ridiculer. I can ridicule the ridiculer. But I'm not going to do that because it serves me, and I don't want to play in that pond. It's muggy to me. So I have preference. That's just artly speaking of what it's like to me not to, or to play in that pond. So the message of today is do whatever continue to bring your joy to you. Do whatever that continue to feed you, to nourish you, to all your joints, okay? Because no matter what, we all can be ridiculed to the other. You know, some people don't ridicule. Some people keep it to themselves and feel their way. Some people voicefully ridicule people. Some people have no opinion over it, you know? Enjoy your life. By the way, I have a bandage on me because I got my blood drawn today. It's been 2 months on HRT. They check my estradiol and they check my testosterone levels. So I don't know if I showed you all, but I have the patches now. So I was taking a gel, which I gotta put on after this video. And I've been taking the Fleseride. So if this did not bring down my testosterone to a level of 55 or close to 55, I'm thinking about doing testosterone injections. I mean, testosterone blocker injections. They have the pills, but I'm not a big pill person. So the injections I think you take, I don't know because it's different for different doses, but I'm interested in injections. And if that didn't work, I need to up my prescription for my patches because it was upped, but my insurance only cover 8 patches a month. So they wanted me to do like double this. So I need another box. I could have paid out of pocket, but they said I could up the prescription where only 1 patch would give me the amount of dosage. Sorry. That the raspberry lemonade mint tea. Up my dosage to get to the equivalent to the double patch. Okay. So I'm going to be on that, getting that upped. And then eventually I'm probably going to go to the estrogen, estradiol injections because I hear people get really good results with that, depending on how the patches work. What else? What else? So yeah, so I'm going to be taking testosterone blockers because I hear a lot of people get the feminization from the T blockers where all their testosterone is blocked. Right now I'm just blocking the aggressive testosterone with this that prevents male baldness and hair growth and things like that. But if you shut down the testosterone, and I hear a lot of positive things like people sexual drive, or not even sexual, just their nature becomes very much more of who they feel confident in, okay? And that sounds amazing to me because I must admit, being on estrogen, I've been loving how I feel as far as like my attraction and how confident I've been feeling. So I'm excited to see how that takes it up to a next level by dropping that testosterone level even more so for my estrogen can spike. Now they said you do not want to go past 350, that's the numbers of estrogen. So you should be around 100 and 250. I think they said that's like the safe space, the healthy spot, the healthy sweet spot. So if I'm not in that area, I have to talk to my doctor and see, do I need to go up or down or what's going on? I think it will be up though. That would make more sense. But of course, I'll speak with my doctor and speak with your provider. I'm not a health advisor. I'm just sharing my story with you all, okay? Until next time, subscribe now. I feel like I got a bag for the subscriber. And thank you all to the 12 subscribers. When I first started less than 2 months ago, I had 1 subscriber. So now we at 12, and I'm so honored and so appreciative of all of my subscribers. And I'm so happy to have every single one of you all here. It means the world to me to see that I have 12 people subscribed. I think that's incredible. I think every accomplishment should be thriving. So if you are one of the 12 subscribers, comment below for I can look back and say, oh wow, they are day 1. They've been here, since this whole journey. Yeah, and I don't want to make this video too long, but I've been loving sitting down, speaking with you all and sharing these stories, sharing these conversations. I think that was a good message. I really do feel that was a great message that got across about, none of that really, and that's another thing what I've been noticing too. None of that stuff really matters. Like so many things don't matter to the point where it's like, it just really doesn't matter. Like I think there's more things that don't matter in this world than do. I'm starting to think that. I'm starting to think that. Or maybe not that, or a lot of times individuals can spend a lot of time on things that don't matter than what does. So pay attention to that, And I've learned that too. I've learned that you can like really let go of that stuff like instantly once you make awareness of it. Do you? And I must admit, it hit me a little bit. I don't care how long this video is, we talking. It hit me a little bit about, like, you know, it has you contemplating yourself, and which is a good thing if you should, if you feel that way. But remember who you are. Remember what you went through. Remember what you're doing. Remember all the things that you're doing for yourself, you know? Don't just because don't let no one influence it to a point of confusing you or making you feel discombobulated, or just confusion itself is like unnecessary. Um yeah, I there's more videos coming. We have lots of more conversations to go. I have a video coming up soon where I call my dad and let him know that I'm presenting more feminine now. And I let him know that because at first when I told him, well, I didn't tell him. He asked me, was I dating same sex? And I said, yes, I'm dating same sex. I didn't tell him I was gay because at that time I already had told my mom I was gay when I was like in high school, and then my dad asked me like a couple years later after. He asked me because I just didn't feel I didn't feel we had a good relationship, but I didn't feel comfortable really sharing that with him because he used to make slick um, comments about people who are gay, start around the F word and the D word and all this stuff about males and females who dabble in those type of arts. But he had asked me, and I end up telling him like, yeah, I date same sex, okay? And but he asked me like, you're not gonna be wearing a dress, are you? And that really stuck with me years ago. That was years ago, and I was like, what if I do? You know, because I was already feminine. I had long hair, but like, I'm like, what if I was thinking like, what if I do want to wear a dress? Like, you know, and I think at that time I was already wearing some type of feminine clothes every now and then. I'm like, what if I did want to throw on a dress? Like, you're gonna like be mad, or, you know, because like, why are you questioning me on that? That's how I felt at that time. I didn't say anything. I just like listening to him, and I end up telling him today, oh, not today, on this video that I'm gonna post very soon, that I'm presenting more feminine. And I said, I remember when you asked me about, you know, my sexuality then, or who I was, you know, sleeping with and things like that, or my lifestyle, things like that. You was like against, or not against, you displayed that you were not okay with more femininity type of things, like the dress and things like that. And he was like, I'll save that. I'm not gonna speak more on it. I'll say that for the video. It's an emotional video. I did cry, so I am being very vulnerable in it. So subscribe and turn on your bells for you can make sure you see that video. And remember, I love you all because I love myself.